live. All right, YouTube, welcome back to Fernvalley Farms YouTube channel. My child is walking away because she's embarrassed. He wants to stay here and watch. Yeah. So I'm going to catch this swarm. I don't know if it's mine yet or not. I'm going to go check. But I got a different box. If you ever have a swarm, do not put them back in the same box. They'll leave again. Ask me how I know, right? So I've got a different box over here. All I'm going to do is put them on this ladder, and hopefully they'll just walk right in. But if you get a swarm, you don't want to put them back into the same box because they'll leave again. Always put them in a different box. So I haven't gone out and checked yet, but I think these are mine. Why they swarmed, I don't know. There's not that many bees, but obviously that queen and them said, screw it, we're leaving. So we're going to go somewhere else. So I'm going to try and re-catch them. So let me grab the box, and here we go. And a lot of times, if you just put the box right by the swarm, this couldn't happen at a more convenient place. The ladder's already sitting here, and it's right there, right? So, let me get the box. Sometimes when you do this, they go right into the box. They'll march in like little soldiers.
Careful.
I need another ladder.
That one is just careful. That.
Huh?
You're gonna flip that one, your ladder.
The ladder, the legs.
The legs.
Oh no, I know. I gotta put something underneath it.
That one down there. See, you can. You need to grab the rocks is there.
Are they going into it?
No, not really.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I need another ladder so I can see what's going on here.
Lily!
Lily, get over here. This is like football. Get over here.
There's a wasp in there. We don't need no damn wasps. Okay.
Oh, you're not wearing your hat? Your net?
The problem is, let me off this for a minute. Be right back.
Wait!
Wyatt. Okay.
Sit down.
I'm just going to take this box and put it sideways against the building and just try and brush them in without getting attacked too bad here. So, yeah, you can move. Luna! No. Just in case, we don't need a face full of bee stings.
If you fall, Guapu, don't edit it.
No, that'll be funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I just made them really angry, but let's see if they go in the box. I'm hoping they just go right in because they're not in a spot where sometimes you could take like a tote and shake. I have a plastic tote and I'd shake them into that, but it's in a weird spot. So I'm hoping they all just go right in. Sometimes you put this on the ground and they'll march in like little soldiers. But I am hot. So now let's just wait and see how many of them go in there. I've got some bottom boards up here with all my storage, and I'll put a bottom board on there, which I probably should have done already, but that's okay. I brought an inner cover up, and I'll carry them down. I just walked out to my bees to grab this brush, and I did see some activity on 2 of the hives, but that doesn't mean they're in there still. So I'll go out and look in a minute. See, bees aren't really that mean. I mean, they are at certain times of the year, but... I'm not sure if the queen is in this mess somewhere or not. And if they do stay in this box, I'm going to take a couple of frames of honey and switch out some of the, this was one of my extras, so I'm going to put some frames of honey in there also. Hopefully they'll stay in. Like I said, they were in a bad place to try, and when they're on a tree branch, it's really nice. You could shake them right down into a box. But on the side of the building like this, hopefully they'll all go in. And a lot of times, wherever you see the ball of bees, that's generally where the queen is. Can you hear the donkey hollering? She's been hollering all day. That's my donkey, if you're wondering what that sound is. Donkey! It ain't time to eat yet. Like I said, if you see when you see a ball, usually the queen is in that. So she could be up in there, or hopefully she's already in here, I don't know. A lot of bees up in there. I'm hoping they all just fall in and stay in. I sure hope those aren't mine. I was standing out here one day and I heard a sound like that, but like amplified like 25 times. I look above and one of mine swarmed. There was 10 billion bees flying over my head going that way. I couldn't believe it. You had to see it to believe it. It was the weirdest thing you ever seen. And that was my best buckfast hive that swarmed on me 2 years ago. The thing was huge. And it took off and went that way, right over my barn. So now we wait. And it looks like I'm gonna see if I can get these girls to come in right like that. You go up there and look. They ain't gonna bother you. No, the camera stays on. No, don't touch the camera. It's okay, don't be camera shy. Just keep
No.
Okay. My daughter's camera shy. Ian, you want to look? Yeah. That ain't gonna hurt you. As long as you're not whacking at them and swatting at them, they really won't bother you.
They come in all inside.
They're kind of getting in there.
They're just on top of it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they go into those frames, and I'd really be excited if I go out there and that's not mine. Hopefully it's the guy down the street. As mean as that is to say, right?
So you're gonna give it back?
No, I'm not giving it back. It happens to all of us, unfortunately. It might not even be his. It could be somebody, who knows where they could be from. So I've got some of these extra store-bought bottom boards. I don't use them anymore because I built my own, but this is why you keep all this stuff. So I'll put that hive on top of this. I brought the inner cover up, and I'll haul them out there on my four-wheeler to the bees. But I'm going to leave them be for a while. We're going down in the frames. Let me,
No. This is for her. Luna, you're taking this first. She's taking it.
I'm going to show you what these look like. If you look close, you can see them going in. You see them going down inside there, so... And these frames are pretty much all empty, there's drawn comb on them. But what I'll do is I'll switch them out, or I'll switch some of the outside frames, and I'll put some honey frames in there so they got food. And then we'll leave them be and see what happens. But I need to go out and find out if these are mine. Alrighty, we are back. Okay, good news. I don't think they're mine. The two hives out there are bringing in pollen. I lifted one box. I took down to a single box. You'll see in the next video. And the other one is in a double box. The bees are in there. They're bringing in pollen. There's little clusters. So maybe those aren't mine. I don't think they are. So what I'm going to do, instead of moving these out there today, because you can see they're still all kind of flying around, but the majority of them went in. But what I'm going to do, because the best time to move bees is at night. You don't want to do it during the day because a lot of the foragers will get screwed up. They don't know where they're at. So I've got this stand right here. I've just got this table. I'm going to put the bottom board, one of my temporary bottom boards on with a strap. Put the hive there. I got some frames. I got, where's it at here? I've got some of my dead outs. Honey frame, that box weighs a ton. So those bees didn't starve. I think it was mites. So I'm going to take some of those honey frames, put them in this hive, and put them right here. Look at my baby. She's curious what we're doing. Well, she just had her head through the fence. She's watching and watching. That's another subject. Okay, back to the bees. I hate this tripod. So I'm going to use one of my store-bought bottom boards. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put a strap underneath it because I'm going to strap it down, and tomorrow morning when it's cool and dark, I'm going to haul them out back. Like I said, if you do catch a swarm, this is my first one. I tried last year, couldn't catch anything. If you see a swarm, or if it's your bees, do not put them back in the same box. Always put them back in something different. Like I said earlier, ask me how I know. It seems like when you put them back in that same box, they leave again. I had the same thing happen a few years ago. So this is a completely different box. Hopefully they stay in there. And then tomorrow I'll do a separate video. We'll go through those hives and we'll see if the queen is laying, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. So this is what I'm going to do. I kind of like to have this already set up so it's less disruption as possible. So now, well, I've got frames there. You want to work this camera? Or are you doing yours?
What?
Are you done with yours?
That's fine.
Here, just move this back and forth until I get off the ladder. So very carefully, I'm going to lift this box, put it right there. Right.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know if I can do it from the ground. I'm going to pick this box up, and I'm going to put it right. Actually, you could pretty much see it.
Huh. Can I turn this? Careful.
Yeah, put it over here now. That's fine. Oh, that you want to turn. Okay, so all the bees are pretty much on the outside frames. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to leave this here so any of those bees can come into here. And if the queen is in here, which I hope she is, they will all. So we're going to take out some of these. This one is loaded with honey, so we're going to put this right. I'm actually going to put it next to the girls so they know there's food here.
Okay, I'm gonna flip like that. Okay.
Now let's do this. Leave it there. Put that one right there. Okay, I'll show you in a minute, but what I'm going to do once these guys are settled in, if they stay on the outsides of these frames, I'm going to center those frames to the middle. I could probably do that now, actually. I'd rather have them in the middle. I like to have my clusters right in the center. Let me move this camera so you guys can see. Okay, see how they're all right here? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a slide. I didn't bring a hive tool with me. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Where's that honey frame? I'm gonna pull this out. They're already going to the honey. I'm just gonna slide these girls all the way to the center. I'm gonna keep sliding. Put this to the outside. What I'm doing is I'm just adjusting these frames. I want that cluster right in the middle. That's all right. Now I'm going to put the honey frame right here so they've got food. I'm going to put the honey frame right next to the bees. I'm going to put another one on the other side. Actually, this one they're drawing comb. I'm going to take one of these. Just put them there. And here's another full frame of honey. We're going to put this right on either side of them. There. So now the cluster is on 2 frames, honey, honey. I'm gonna put, oh look, there's bees on this. I'm gonna put them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And there's bees here. Get off of there. Get off of there. Get on. There. Any of you that have caught more swarms than I have, let me know if I'm doing this right or not. I'm just using some common sense. Putting the bees in the middle, honey, honey, so they've got food, and then there's plenty of open frames that they could work. One of the best ways to catch swarms too is to use old frames. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this out. And if your frames are old and dirty, don't worry, the bees will clean them up. So hopefully these guys stay. There's frame there. Let's just trade this for here. Okay. There's a bunch of bees up on the wall still, but I'm going to try and close it up and see what happens. I'm going to close them up. Oh, actually, I forgot my inner cover. Hang on, hang on.
There's still lots in there.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I'm just going to do this. Now the inner cover is on. The upper entrance is over here. But with this lid, it's blocking it, so I'm going to raise that up. Actually, I'm just going to leave it. They can go in there. Okay, you can see the bees are still up there. Not as many, but they are going in. They are going in, so now I'll just wait. I'll just leave it like this. It'll sit here until tomorrow morning. I don't think so. I'll mess with that later. So anyways, that's it for now. So now we'll wait and see. If this hive is one of my swarms, this is number 12. Welcome to meet number 12, hopefully. Like I said, the other ones are bringing in pollen. They're out there, so who knows where these bees came from. It's kind of nice that they landed right here. So anyways, follow along. I'll keep you posted as to what happens. And I'll do a separate video when I get them guys out there. I won't do it too early in the morning. It might be dark, but I'll make the video after they're already out there, and we'll see what they're doing. Hopefully bringing in pollen. So hopefully you like this video. Any questions, comments, please leave them, and let me know if I'm doing this right as far as how I adjusted those frames. Just kind of common sense. I got the honey on the outside. I got a bunch of open frames with open comb. So hopefully we're okay. So anyways, questions, comments, leave them, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. All right, thanks. Bye.